I'm Tom, and it is official. Dillian Whyte isn't retiring, and I completely get why. Who wants to go out and end their career in the fashion that he lost his last fight? Nobody, right? But when you sit down and think about it, which I'm sure he's done, and I'm sure his team has done, and I'm sure his advisors have done, his family have done, why carry on? Like, I genuinely don't really understand it. Why, when you went out in the fashion that you did, in the build up to that fight, would you carry on? Now, he might feel like, as I feel like, that was a very bad Dillian Whyte. And this isn't to discredit Moses Atauma. He'd have done that anyway. He's fantastic. All the credit to Moses Atauma. But the only other time that we've seen Dillian Whyte kind of belittle himself and be so unconfident in himself in a build-up to the fight was the Tyson Fury fight. And look at how that fight went. Look at how that Tyson Fury fight went. The same way that the Atauma fight went. It was a one-sided beatdown. He looked a shell of himself. He didn't look confident. He looked like he didn't want to be in there. He looked distracted. And that's what we saw against Atauma. So maybe he thinks to himself, look, if I can get up for it, if I can believe in myself, I can do a better job. And the fact of the matter is, regardless of how you want to end your career, you've just been knocked out by a 20-year-old kid inside a round. You need to think about it and go, what is there left for me? Especially when you're the one saying that because you haven't had big opponents to prepare for, you haven't prepared properly. You've gone into these fights without giving it your all, without properly training, and without going for it, because you feel like you can beat these guys kind of half-assed. And if you're saying that, and then when you get the opportunity to step up, you lose convincingly, why? What are you hoping to achieve? And that's where I'm like, look, the AJ fight isn't going to happen. The Derek Chisora fight isn't going to happen. What have you got left to give? Where do you go from here? Who do you fight? That's where I'm like, why do you carry on? Basically, if he sticks around, all that he's got left is to gatekeep for the likes of, Fraser Clark. Does he want to fight Fraser Clark? Justice Honey? You could fight Justice Honey. Maybe when Joseph Parker beats Fabio Wardley, he fights Fabio Wardley. Johnny Fisher for a rebuild. Like, is that the level Dillian Whyte wants to be at now? Because that's the level he's going to find himself at. And for what it's worth, they're all right fights. They're not bad fights. Dillian Whyte, Justice Honey. Dillian Whyte, Fabio Wardley after Fabio Wardley loses to Joseph Parker. Dillian Whyte, Johnny Fisher. Dillian Whyte, Fraser Clark. Like, they're okay fights. But you're not going to fight Lawrence Okoli because you've just come off that loss to Moses Atauma. You're not going to fight AJ because AJ's on to bigger and better things. You're not going to fight Tyson Fury or Usyk. The Chisora fight's really done, to be honest with you. Maybe he fights Chisora and they retire together. That's kind of gone, to be honest with you. Joe Joyce? Don't want to see that. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, who are you going to fight? I don't know. Leo Atang? Like, I'm going through this. You've not got long left. The best part of your career is behind you. At the latter stages, the end of your career, what have you got left to prove? Why? Who are you proving this to? And that's where I just think you're making the wrong decision. Because you stick around, you lose a few more fights, maybe you win a few more fights, but you're never going to be in title contention again. That's the reality of it. Dubois' comeback fight, and this is what it is now, it's comeback fights. He is the opponent that you pick when someone wants to build a comeback fight. He's now at that stage where he will get fed to the dogs. And that's the stage I didn't want to see Dillian Whyte at. Because Dillian Whyte, look, in his prime, Dillian Whyte was fantastic. He was entertaining. You knew what you were going to get with him. He came to fight and brawl. He wasn't just going to dance around the ring. But we're not going to see that anymore. We're going to see a shell of his former self, seeming to have lost his power, lost his speed, lost his will. I think he needs to call it a day. But I get he doesn't want to end it the way it will be ended. People don't know your thoughts on all of this in the comment section down below. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure you leave a like, a comment, subscribe, and all that stuff works, people. Peace.